Hi, I'm Ben.
And I'm Ron,
Welcome to A Few Good Scenes.
where we look at movies and try to find the redeeming values.
Today we watched Batman and Robin.
Oh, yes, we did. The 1997 film with several big-name actors and a $140 million budget. So, why the bad perception? Why would you call this the perfect two-star movie?
I wouldn't even call it 2 stars. I'd give it like maybe half of a star.
Curses!
I don't know, like that's such a hard question because it's just so bad.
It is.
You can say that again.
So, every line of dialogue
Every line of dialogue.
is bad.
So bad. Like,
Let's-
everyone always talks about the Mr. Freeze jokes, and like they're in there, but I was expecting way more.
Mhm.
It's not even like the Mr. Freeze jokes. Like Robin, everything that comes out of his mouth is maybe a sentence long.
Yeah.
And it's
And it's
the
horrible.
stupidest thing you could ever say.
What are you talking about?
But there are things that work in this movie. Surprisingly,
A few things.
I don't think so.
It's very lighthearted, which is
It carries over the comic book tone pretty well.
Louder, come on, sing, 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 come on. Yes, come on, louder.
a lot of jokes, a
Lots
lot of
of
sound
jokes.
effects, but the story matter was not very.
Oh, the story was so bad. Parts of it didn't make any sense.
Bad luck, I'm afraid. Time to die, little Robin.
I hate to disappoint you, but rubber lips are immune to your charms.
So I also want to talk about the city.
The Gotham City looked very, very good.
Mhm.
It was a little bit. It was taken to the extreme, very stylized, but I think that kind of worked in its favor.
Well, it's like I was saying during the film, is that it looks like a mixture of Rapture from BioShock and Mega City 1 from Judge Dredd. That's what it looks like. These huge, giant statues
Very
of
Art
Atlas.
Deco-y
Just all, yeah.
and very grand and tall, very vertical city.
And I really like that. So yeah, it's a very nice use of a practical set.
Lots of practical effects actually. Like even the action scenes, which weren't that great, they had guys on wires. It wasn't just like dummies or CG.
Well, but some of that wire work was
It
ridiculous.
was bad.
The
but they
opening
had
scene.
guys on wires.
The opening scene is so bad. Robin, he does these jumps, For some reason, the bat suits are prepared for any situation.
Everything.
Can you imagine how thick the soles of their shoes are just so they can have ice skates in there?
On the off chance that they fight Mr. Freeze
Yeah.
today.
So how about those special effects, though, speaking of the city?
You know what? They're actually really good. Like, especially for 1997.
Mm-hmm.
I think that to achieve the best possible special effects, it's the best to blend practical effects and CG together. And I think that at 1997 that's all they could do.
Mhm.
And so it came off very nice. Like if you were to make this movie today, it'd be filled with CG everywhere.
Right.
Look at Man of Steel. But like this one, because they had like the models and they had they integrated that with some small bits of CG. I thought that most of the special effects are very good. Well, okay, what about the makeup on Mr. Freeze? I thought that was
Oh.
really good.
Yeah, me too.
Like the only time you could tell like it wasn't makeup was like around the eyes.
Yeah. Actually, I also liked how his teeth glowed.
You like that?
Well, I don't know if I liked it, but I liked...
It was a cool effect.
Yeah,
I will give it that.
I like how it was a cool effect, and I like how they were trying to make every aspect of the character design be with the theme of the costume.
That's true. That's true.
Even the eyes, they did.
Mm-hmm.
What I also really liked, I don't know if you picked this up, probably, is that when exposed to the sun, his skin got all veiny.
Yeah, and it kind of like, normally he's this really bright, vibrant blue, and then when he was not in his suit or like dying or whatever,
Right.
it was a very muted blue, which was just another effect that I felt like pushed the character a little bit further.
Impressive.
Okay, what about Bane? Was there
Bane.
anything about Bane that you liked?
Oh, geez, that's a tough one. His transformation, maybe?
But
Yeah.
no, his transformation was the only, like, it looked cool, and but at that point we weren't connected to the character. We didn't know how awful he was, so it was like, oh, this guy's getting.
Well, you know, that's a common complaint about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Or a common thing that people say is, Bane is in this movie? Or, oh yeah, Bane is in this movie,
Yeah.
if I didn't mention it yet. Because what does he do? He lumbers around.
He's Ivy's personal butler.
Yeah.
He's the Alfred to Ivy, I guess.
Honey, clean up this mess. We've got company coming.
And then Bane comically wearing this oversized hat
Right.
and trench coat.
Gotham Observatory, Bane. And step on it.
Bane wears big fedora and giant trench coat. It's like your face is a luchador mask. You're not fooling anyone.
No,
You have,
why would they give him a fedora? And it just doesn't make
you
sense.
have a big tube sticking out of the back of your neck. That's kind of a giveaway.
Right.
I'll finish off the city. You kill the kids, but leave me the bat.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts of this movie was Alfred dying. And I know that sounds awful, but like it really gave a lot of like heartwarming scenes between Bruce and Alfred because like Alfred raised Bruce. And so Bruce knows he's dying and it gives like some closure and they talk about death a little bit. And then Alfred even says like this great thing about heroes or something.
Right. Yep.
There's no defeat in death, Master Bruce. Victory comes in defending what we know is right while we still live.
And I thought that was such a great scene. Like I even noticed that we weren't making fun of the movie at all.
Right, I
during
noticed that
scene.
too.
Like it was a great scene.
Yeah, it's like, wow, this is actually touching.
And then they had to ruin it by not killing Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that if Alfred had died, it would have made the movie so much better.
Well, and you know, the other thing is, you know, what should have happened is there's like a legacy. And so Bruce has to take care of himself for the first time.
Oh.
And he has these two kids to look after.
that would have been good. Some good themes to throw in there.
Right. But like
It just kind of
Alfred,
undermines itself.
well, Alfred comes downstairs and, you know, he even says, "You've learned nothing. Look at
Yeah.
the way you've left this house."
Rather disappointed at how poorly I have taught you proper housekeeping.
He was literally disappointed because he was alive.
You learned
Because-
nothing from
yeah.
my death.
He found out that Bruce has not listened to him at all.
Don't you think so?
He just gets out of bed and he's like, "I'll start cleaning the house because you're too lazy to do it." It's like, wow. You've cheapened the emotional drama so much.
The best part of the movie, and now it's just ruined.
Yeah.
That's gotta hurt.
All right, final thoughts on Batman and Robin.
Conclusions on Batman and Robin.
It's not good
It's not good.
at all.
It's like a comic book.
There's lots of color. It's entertaining, that's for sure.
Yeah, if you watch it with someone else.
Definitely
I would
don't.
not watch this alone.
And the sets and some of the special effects were actually quite good, but the rest of the film was not.
Yeah.
Would you recommend Batman and Robin?
I would recommend it if you want to laugh at it.
Yes.
If you're looking for an honest Batman movie, no. Would you recommend Batman and Robin?
I would not recommend this movie at all.
Oh.
Unless you want to, like we said, make fun of it. But even then, I don't think I'm ever going to watch this again, even if people
No.
are like, hey, let's watch Batman and Robin. I'll be like, nope. So I don't know. I don't think I would recommend it at all.
I am still a big fan of the Art Deco, though. I'll admit that.
Hi! Oh, I'm sorry about the door. Is the party over?
So that is a few good scenes.
Next week, we're watching Tarzan 2.
2.